Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for 2nd June. My name is Craig. I'm an alcoholic. AA thoughts for today. Happiness. I feel myself a useful member of the human race at last. I have something to contribute to humanity. Since I am peculiarly qualified as a fellow sufferer to give aid and comfort to those who have stumbled and fallen over this business of meeting life, I get my greatest thrill of accomplishment from the knowledge that I have played a part in the new happiness achieved by countless others like myself. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 229. Thoughts to consider. The joy is in the journey, so enjoy the ride. Acronyms. BEST. Been enjoying sobriety today? Just for today. Fairness from We Agnostics. We used to amuse ourselves by cynically dissecting spiritual beliefs and practices when we might have observed that many spiritually minded persons of all races, colours and creeds were demonstrating a degree of stability, happiness and usefulness which we should have sought ourselves. Instead, we looked at the human defects of these people and sometimes used their shortcomings as a basis of wholesale condemnation. We talked of intolerance while we were intolerant ourselves. We missed the reality and the beauty of the forest because we were diverted by the ugliness of some of its trees. We never gave the spiritual side of life a fair hearing. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 49 to 50. Daily Reflections. The Upward Path. Here are the steps we took. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 59. These are the words that lead into the 12 steps. In their direct simplicity, they sweep aside all psychological and philosophical considerations about the rightness of the steps. They described what I did. I took the steps and sobriety was the result. These words do not imply that I should walk the well-trodden path of those who went before, but rather that there is a way for me to become sober, and that is a way I shall have to find. It is a new path, one that leads to infinite light at the top of the mountain. The steps advise me about the footholds that are safe and about chasms to avoid. They provide me with the tools I need during the many parts of the solitary journey of my soul. When I speak of this journey, I share my experience, strength and hope with others. As Bill sees it. Without anger. Suppose AA falls under sharp public attack or heavy ridicule, having little or no justification in fact. Our best defence in these situations would be no defence whatever, namely, complete silence at public level. If in good humour we let unreasonable critics alone, they are apt to subside the more quickly. If their attacks persist and it is plain that they are misinformed, it may be wise to communicate with them privately in a temperate and informative way. If, however, a given criticism of AA is partly or wholly justified, it may be well to acknowledge this privately to the critics, together with our thanks, but under no condition should we exhibit anger or any punitive intent. What we must recognise is that we exult in some of our defects. Self-righteous anger can be very enjoyable. In a perverse way, we can actually take satisfaction from the fact that many people annoy us. It brings a comforting feeling of superiority. 12 Concepts, page 74. 12 and 12, pages 66 to 67. Big Book quote. We try not to indulge in cynicism over the state of nations, nor do we carry the world's troubles on our shoulders. When we see a man sinking into the mire, that is alcoholism, we give him first aid and place what we have at his disposal. The Family Afterwards, page 132. 24 hours a day. AA thought for the day. Some more things I do not miss since becoming dry. Wondering if the car is in the garage and how I got home. Struggling to remember where I was and what I did since my last conscious moment. Trying to delay getting off to work and wondering how I will look when I get there. Dreading the day ahead of me. I'm quite sure that I don't miss these things, am I not? Meditation for the day. You cannot believe in God and keep your selfish ways. The old self shrivels up and dies, and upon the reborn soul, God's image becomes stamped. The gradual elimination of selfishness and the growth of love for God and your fellow human beings is the goal of life. At first, you have only a faint likeness to the divine, but the picture grows and takes on more and more of the likeness of God, until those who see you can see in you some of the power of God's grace at work in a human life. Prayer for today. I pray that I may develop the faint likeness I have to the divine. I pray that others may see in me some of the power of God's grace at work. Hazeldean Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Centre City, MN 55012. My name's Craig, and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952 through 2001.